as well as knocking them out of the Copa Libertadores in one of the most dramatic encounters of 2024. Igor Jesus is the big threat today. They didn't start the season very well at all in the Brasileiro. Alan makes his way into the penalty area. It's going to break though to Piqueires. Shapes to shoot. Instead finds Rios. Rios will shoot and score. No, he won't. Into the side netting. Well, I think half the stadium, including myself, thought that was in the back of the net.
Press high, win the ball in good areas. Switch of play again.
Brilliant switch of play from Rios to Estevao. Drop of the shoulder. And the 18-year-old shoots a goal. Little deflection. He's going to get a second bite of the cherry now. It's into the back of the net. But the referee has blown. It will not count. There's Luigi. Paulinho in the centre. Mauricio making an effort too. Instead feeds Piqueires. There's a good ball in. Mauricio, brilliant save. Closest we've come to a goal. But once again, that man John in the Botafogo net.
Open. That first space. It's a great ball in. He connects well. It's a difficult finish from there. But John again is in a good position.
Yet another in-swinger for Palmeiras. Flick on header at the near post from Rios. Big shouts for handball. Referee uninterested. Ball just about bouncing out, but he is now surrounded, as you can see, by Palmeiras. What do you think? Is this one going to go to VAR?
I think from the first angle, first replay, it was obvious that it hit the chest.
Yeah, the French referee drawing the
man of the match for me.
Oh, that's a lovely bit of skill. Chance for Palmeiras. Oh. There it is. Paulinho breaks the deadlock, and Palmeiras.
Yeah, they need to be careful not to sit too deep.
Montoro with the ball in towards the far post for Tinho into the side netting. And was that the moment for Botafogo to find the equaliser? Place one, instead placed it straight into the hands of John. And there's a collision further up the field.
It's off.
Oh, Boza, who was far up the field, and look at that. It's a sending off. Well, we've talked about Palmeiras already for the quarter-finals, missing a number of players midfield area. And there is the full-time whistle. The Palmeiras party will continue in Philadelphia as Verdal become the first side through to the quarter-finals at the FIFA Club World Cup. A moment of magic from the Brazilian maestro.
Talented, very expensively assembled squad of players. Chelsea are hoping. One good delivery, one well-timed leap, and it could be a breakthrough. Reece James tries to catch him out, and he does! Trubin erected the wall, but he didn't get the right planning permission. Reece James gives... Cucurella. Delap, look at the wide open space. Is he onside? Liam Delap around Trubin to find the back of the net, but it's not going to count. The offside flag is raised. Di Maria's cultured left boot, looking for Otamendi. There's appeals for a handball. It came off the head of Otamendi. They're screaming that it was a handball by a defender. There's a yellow card immediately for the protests.
Normally quite telling. Let's have a look as it comes in.
No, back of the shoulder.
Close proximity. The law say it's a penalty, so the ref's going to give it.
And the Benfica fans who didn't leave the stadium. One penalty against Boca Juniors. And a fourth penalty success against Chelsea. Cucurella keeps making those runs. This is Dewsbury Hall. Angle is tight. Stopped by Otamendi. Oh, now that is Prestiani with the challenge on Colwell. It's another yellow card. It took such a lot. Oh, he's going to get a red. He gets a red. Nature there. So there's the challenge.
Yeah.
Yellow card shown. It's the reaction. Here they come again. Cole Palmer slips it to Caicedo. And Nkunku! How did that not go in? It does the second time! Enzo Maresca joins the celebrations! Goal! Chelsea! And now Chelsea have got the numerical advantage. Pedro Neto, this can seal it into the quarter-final now! No doubt about it! As Pedro Neto gets Chelsea's third. Palmer. Chelsea have Benfica where they want them now. On the rack. Kane and Dewsbury Hall. And the Chelsea celebration will go long and loud tonight in Charlotte. This tight, cagey game becomes a cage. Who in some respects have gone about this the hard way. But it might just in the dressing room feel all the sweeter for it. Key goal from Nkunku.
The game completely changing and going away from a possession-based game that you'll see. I think they've got players, and the biggest compliment I can pay to PSG is looking at the players that are on the pitch today to be 3 or 4 steps ahead of anyone else, because you could quite easily put a player cam on him and he can be down the left-hand side of the pitch. 5 moves later, he's moved over to the right side and he's found space.
Mendes punches that into Desiree Doué. Kvaratskhelia still goes on his own, cuts it back to Barcola. And already, Oscar Ustari called into action just 3 minutes into this one. Into planning for this game. Looks like Vitinha to deliver this one for PSG. Vitinha goes in towards the back post!
A brilliant free kick, but he's completely unmarked. João Neves, the smallest player on the pitch, and he's well onside. Comfortable header.
Doué to deliver. Barcola back over! And offside. Fabian Ruiz very nearly gave Bradley Barcola his 20th assist of the season.
Yeah, he was a couple of yards offside, but
Vitinha, reverse pass. Controlled nicely by Doué. Shot comes in and it's just wide.
Switch of play is on every time. This ball.
Kvaratskhelia. All about going down to ground for a second. He looked like he was clipped. He stayed on his feet. And in the process has won a corner. FIFA Club World Cup coverage on DAZN as PSG look to overlap here. Fabian Ruiz into João Neves in the FIFA Club World Cup.
And that was my point earlier about players just playing the extra pass. Many players, if you're...
There's the overlap. Doué whips it across. As much as Fabian Ruiz want to take the goal.
He might be offside. No, he wasn't. It was the second phase of play. So
he did beat Seattle 2-0 and Atletico Madrid 4. Here's Barcola. Hakimi off the bar.
Look at the movement of Barcola, bottom right-hand side of the screen. He's well onside. Jordi Alba nowhere near spotting the run of the youngster.
Ball gets caught in his feet. Redondo, Kramatsi interchange well. Overlap, there's Jordi Alba. Lofts it back for Messi. He'll head that one towards goal. Not his usual fashion. It was always about who scored first and how this one would end. A hug between a former manager and player.
3 goals and ultimately a win that would decide the group today, though. They come up against a completely different beast. Already know what it takes to beat a side from South America. They were the first European side to earn victory against a side from the continent in this tournament as they beat Boca Juniors of Argentina. 0-0 here in Miami. Kimmich once again looks to put it on the goalkeeper, and it goes in for an own goal. Disaster in the middle for Bayern Munich. Couldn't find his teammate. That's a good tackle as Upamecano steps forward. It's Harry Kane on his left foot, and he's found the back of the net via the post. What a hit from Harry Kane. He strikes a chord in the Hard Rock.
It's an excellent start and very brave from the manager.
And when they have the ball in the Bayern half, there's very little to do, although they do have space here. Wesley miscues his cross, but finds a teammate. Anyway, De Escaleta across to Luis Araujo. What a save by Manuel Neuer.
It's that strike, he sort of jumps up, he thinks it's going away. It's a brilliant save that when you get...
Herrera, out wide to Alexandro. Luis Araujo in low. De Escaleta cuts it back, banged into the net. Gerson is there, and the Flamengo captain drags the Brazilian side straight back into it, and that is the definition. To the penalty area. Lima, the cover's there though. Had to be. Might be open here, and it's 3 from range. Leon Goretzka. Well, he saw the avenue, and he threaded it right down it. Luis Araujo in front of those Flamengo supporters towards the back post, nodded away by Upamecano, kept alive over on the far side. De Escaleta now, did that hit a hand? Yes, it did. A round of applause from Jorginho and an almighty cheer from the Flamengo supporters, because now they've got a chance here in Miami to cut the deficit for Flamengo. It's a huge moment in this game. Jorginho sends Neuer the wrong way. Never any doubt in the Italian. And the new boy has his first goal for Flamengo. And the side from Rio de Janeiro. As they try and do something almost immediately through the feet of the youngster. Given away though. That's poor. That's Kane. That's very good from Harry Kane. Flamengo play themselves into trouble once again. You can't give it away.
Good game, enjoyable. Flamengo certainly have played their part in it, but give goals away like they have, they're always going to be in difficult situations, and Bayern have been exceptional.
And there it is.
So Inter Milan topped Group E. Fluminense qualified by finishing runners-up in Group F. Yes, unbeaten, but behind Borussia Dortmund. The Inter players out. It's now the Fluminense team that follows. Inter's a really interesting case. Some big names are out. Martinelli has forced it through there. He is one of those players on a yellow, and he now tries to get himself into the middle. There's an opportunity. They've done it. Canu. What a start for Fluminense. Shows sixth spell in charge of Fluminense. Also played for the club. Here's Inter Milan's chance though. The layback comes in, the shot. It's a brilliant save from Fabio. 44 years old or not, he can still get down quickly. Arias, that was always on the cards. Here's Canu back to John Arias. He's got 2 over. He might go alone. He needs someone to save. And the follow-up wide from Xavier. Plenty forward here for Fluminense. Xavier in towards Thiago Silva. It's a great ball, and there's the header that sends it home. Second goal for the Brazilians has them a step closer to the quarterfinals.
It's just incredible head tennis.
After first goal review, there is offside of Ignacio, number 4.
You heard it from the referee. Offside given, it won't count.
Together, the 4 of them worked really, really well together so far.
Uruguayan midfielder. Here's John Arias. Oh! Fantastic effort, afforded the space to try and get into level in this game. The free kick is a good one. Space afforded to Luis Enrique. Martinez. Oh, it's the post this time. How much harder does he have to try?
He creates the bit of space for himself, and as you just see the other one from Martinez, the post is coming to the rescue.
Header away from De Vrij. But look at the space that's opened up here for Hercules! Cue the celebrations!
And not just the score, but how they've managed to go about it as well. Yes, they've rode the luck a little bit.
De Vrij behind him, comes to Martinez, the touches Paul Di Marco off the bar. The frame of the goal denying Inter Milan for a second time in this match.
For Fluminense, as we just see this opportunity again from Di Marco. Yeah, I think, like you say, the sidelines, they're ready to go.
Cue the celebrations. A historic moment for Fluminense.
Jeremy Doku, who's already got 2 goals at this competition. Ilkay Gundogan, one of the changes. Yassine Bono, the Moroccan international. Key player for this Al-Hilal side. Reinders, that's beautiful. Slips it for Aït-Nouri. And it's shuffled in. Bernardo Silva, there's no offside flag.
Bernardo Silva tucks it in.
Malcolm still going. Supported by João Cancelo. Ederson tried to shift it. Back in from Malcolm. Handed to the net.
It's an electrifying start to the second half. This man Malcolm weaving in and out. It's another cross. Cancelo this time, but he whips it low. Causes damage. And it's Leonardo.
This is João Cancelo. Oh, what a pass that is. Malcolm has to be onside. He was inside his own half. Malcolm for Al-Hilal.
He's certainly done that. What a pass. The outside of his foot. I think it's Cancelo. Has to be Cancelo. Running through on goal on his left foot. Keeps his composure.
This game has changed utterly. Bernardo Silva sends it in. Haaland with the flick. And again! Erling Haaland, 2-2!
It had to be that man, and it had to be from a set piece. I spoke about Al-Hilal's shape. You don't need shape from a set piece. Great ball in from Bernardo Silva. Haaland almost gets on the initial one, but...
João Cancelo looking for Malcolm again. They're finding all sorts of space. That's a challenge from Ruben Neves. That will give Al-Hilal a penalty. But the flag was raised. Sent in by Bernardo Silva. And the header almost going on target. Haaland, did that go over the goal line? City celebrate, but did the ball go over the line? No goal. We've had it all here. We've had disallowed penalties. We've had goal line clearances. And you don't get much closer than this. But they are being given a real game here by Al-Hilal. Ruben Neves sends it in. Ederson Donovan coming! And it's Koulibaly! Think back early in the match, some of the huge saves by the goalkeeper Bono. Cherki looking for Foden. That's a brilliant delivery! What a finish!
This time on the right-hand side, on his left foot, just curls a delightful ball into that far post.
Ruben Neves. Renan Lodi. Milinkovic-Savic! What a save! It's in! There's no offside flag! Second and third goals of the tournament tonight. Renan Lodi's delivery. Milinkovic-Savic might have scored himself. Great save from Ederson. Savinho. Bono's come for this one. Safe hands from the Moroccan. And a catch that's celebrated like it was a goal. Because it seals the deal.